in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided seekers of virtue for centuries. We find valuable lessons about the kinds of people who can influence our peace of mind, self-control, and personal growth. Stoicism does not teach us to hate, judge, or reject others. Instead, it encourages us to understand human behavior and become aware of how the people around us can affect our character and our state of mind. Here are 7 types of people Stoic philosophy encourages us to approach with awareness and caution. 1. The impulsive reactor. Epictetus emphasized the importance of controlling our reactions to external events. The impulsive person is easily swept away by anger, fear, frustration, or excitement. They react before they think, allowing emotions to control their actions. Stoicism teaches us to pause before responding. We cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. A calm response is often stronger than an emotional reaction. 2. The egoist. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on the dangers of vanity, pride, and the desire for recognition. The ego-driven person constantly seeks attention, praise, status, and approval from others. Their sense of worth depends on how the world sees them. But Stoicism reminds us that true worth does not come from fame or admiration. It comes from character. You do not become a better person because others praise you. You become better through wisdom, integrity, courage, and self-discipline. 3. The hedonist. Seneca warned about becoming controlled by the pursuit of pleasure and comfort. The hedonist constantly seeks entertainment, luxury, excitement, and immediate gratification. The problem is not pleasure itself, but becoming dependent on it. When pleasure becomes the highest goal, discipline can disappear. Stoicism instead teaches moderation. Enjoy what life offers, but never become its servant. True contentment comes from learning to be satisfied with less and finding happiness in a virtuous life. 4. The cynic. This is not a reference to ancient cynicism as a philosophical school. Here, we mean the person who constantly distrusts others, assumes bad intentions, and sees the worst in every situation. Negativity can be contagious. Spending too much time around someone who constantly expects betrayal, failure, or disaster can slowly change the way you see the world. Stoicism encourages realism, not blind optimism, but realism should be guided by reason rather than constant suspicion. 5. The constant complainer. Some people seem to find something wrong with everything. They complain about their circumstances, other people, their work, their luck, and almost every difficulty they encounter. The problem is not expressing frustration occasionally. The problem is turning complaining into a permanent way of life. Stoicism teaches us to ask a better question.